Welcome to Vedic Mathematics Basis Base Values. From today we are taking up the text of Ganita Sutras. The first letter of Devanagari alphabet is A, and the first letter of the Ganita Sutras is the sixth vowel A. The initiation for the values of mathematics of Ganita Sutras is in terms of the sixth vowel, and the reach is to be from sixth vowel back to the first vowel. Sixth vowel is the first letter of the text of Ganita Sutras, and the first vowel is the last letter of the Ganita Sutras text. As such, here the processing is to be from the sixth vowel to the first vowel. It is this range of first vowel to the sixth vowel which is being covered and is being availed as a format. First vowel to the sixth vowel, value 1 to value 6. Value 1 to 1 to 6 is the first orientation. Coming back from value 6 to value 1 is the other orientation. Vedic systems work out both these systems simultaneously. Pair of orientations are simultaneously worked out. It is called a spatial system. Spatial system, a spatial order is the feature of the Vedic mathematics. Linear system will take us from A to A or from A to A, but the spatial system will simultaneously take us from A first letter A to the sixth letter and back. If we are approaching sun, which is towards east, so going from west to east and coming back from east to west gives us a pair of orientations. These pair of orientations are being simultaneously worked out. We can recapitulate that sun, 6-space body, value 6, is preserved as an enlightenment as Surya, sun, is of number value 6. Surya Ank is 6. Therefore, sadhakas, anxious and desirous to fulfill the intensity of urge to know, shall enter in their TCV value dictionary being prepared by them by making an entry of number 6, taking it to be, it is a Surya Ank. It is number of sun. Number value of sun is 6. Second entry in the TCV dictionary should be that 6th is the value of the 6th vowel. 6th vowel is of value 6, and the first vowel is of value 1. Srimad Bhagavad Gita enlightens us that amongst these syllables, Lord Vishnu, incarnation Lord Krishna, that amongst the vowels, he is first vowel. That means 6 as 1. 6 as 1 is the ultimate reach of this system. 1 as 1, 1 as 2, and 2 as 1, 1 as 3, and 3 as 1, 1 as 4, and 4 as 1, 1 as 5, and 5 as 1, 1 as 6, and 6 as 1. These are the phases, these are the features, these are the processing steps. This makes the richness of the particular system. Let us further recapitulate that the Sthapatya miring rod is a synthetic setup of as many as 6 bodies, hypercubes 1 to 6, the representative regular bodies of 1 space to 6 space. Therefore, the system of mathematics of Ganita Sutras, which begins with the first letter A, the sixth vowel, is of value 6. It is a Surya Ank. It is a number of the sun. This, on the face of it, brings us face to face with a situation that Ganita Sutras begin with the sixth vowel. It is a Surya Ank. It is the sixth space. Therefore, beginning with sixth vowel as value 6 is a reach at 6 space domain as 6 space itself, as sun a 6 space body. Vedic system as such at work here in Ganita Sutras with the first sutra as Eka Adhikain Purvain is a composition of 16 letters, of which the first letter is O, a sixth vowel, a value 6. This value 6 is parallel to 6 space. It further takes us to a 6 space as a domain, 6 space as a body. This 6 space body is hypercube 6. Therefore, the format of Ganita Sutras with the first sutra Eka Adhikain Purvain is the format of hypercube 6. We can recapitulate that hypercube 6 is a fourfold manifestation layer 4, 5, 6, 7. The summation value is 22. As such, we can say that Ganita Sutras are working along the format of value 6 as 6 space domain, 6 space body, hypercube 6, fourfold manifestation layer of summation value 26, which is equal, we accept an organization 0, 6, 6 plus 1, 6, 16. Beginning with 6 and reaching in 16 steps. There are 16 letters. These letters are 16 in number. These numbers, which are 16 in number, beginning with letter 6 and availing a format of hypercube 6 as a fourfold manifestation layer, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 space as dimension, 5 space as boundary, 6 space as domain, 7 space as an origin of summation value 22. Therefore, sadhakas preparing the TCV dictionary up-to-dating TCB dictionary shall add in it that Ganita Sutras are the mathematics of six space. It is the mathematics of Surya, sun. So it is mathematics of six space. It is mathematics of sun. It is mathematics of a sun as a six space body. It is a mathematics of solar universe. A solar universe is a universe which is of the format of hypercube 6, and hypercube 6 is a fourfold manifestation layer of four space, creators of space as dimension, transcendental space as boundary, self-reference domain as domain, and unity state as the origin. Creators of space as dimension, transcendental space as boundary, self-referral space as domain, and unity state as origin. 7 as a unity state as origin is a pole star. Therefore, we should make an entry in the TCB dictionary that six space mathematics is a mathematics of pole star as an origin. So we are reaching a solar universe with pole star as its origin. Pole star as origin is the mathematics reach point of Ganita Sutras. Further, one shall make an entry that value 4 is a creator's space for space. It is here in the role of a dimension. 5 space is a dimensional space. It is a 5 space. It is in the role of a boundary. 6 space is a self-referral space, and it is in the role of a domain. 7 space is a unity state, and it is in the role of an origin. With these entries in the TCB dictionary, let us see that reach is towards east. A Purva, the simple rendering of the formulation Purva, Eka Adhikena Purve. Purv also means previous, and it also means east. Towards east is the location of a sun, Surya. Therefore, Surya, sun, is at a place east, and it is the previous state. It is a previous state, as such it is the beginning state. As such, from east to north, Uttar, let us make this entry of Uttar as a formulation. It will give us a value (16), which is the range of the text of the letters of Ganita Sutra 1. Therefore, Eka Adhikain Purven, which is a composition of 16 letters. Purv, the previous state, is the east. From east, a previous state, we have to reach the north. As such, sadhakas shall make an entry in the TCB dictionary that the mathematics of Ganita Sutras, of its first sutra, is the mathematics of 16 steps. These 16 steps are with East Pur as the starting point, we have to reach Uttar, north. Going from east to north is the processing step. It is this way that Ganita Sutras in the organization are availing the format of the sun, Surya, six-space body, moving from east to north. One may have a pause here and take note that Ved, a formulation Ved, is the formulation which is of value 7, 6, 6 and 1. Summation value is 20. Now let us see the formulation of Vrit, circle. This Vrit is a formulation which is also of value 20. Therefore, Ved is a Vrit. Ganita Sutras are working out Ved Vrit. This Ved Vrit is being worked out. The Vedic mathematics may be given a definition. Vedic mathematics is the mathematics of Ved Vrit. Ved Vrit. This mathematics of Ved Vrit is the mathematics of a circle and this mathematics is worked by Vyas, Ved Vyas. Vyas is a diameter. This diameter is a formulation which gives us a value 14. This is the value as fourfold manifestation layer of hypercube 4. We can have a pause here and take note that Sthapatya miring rod is presided by Lord Vishnu. Vishnu is the overlord of a sixth space. And the Mayor of this Sthapatya miring rod is presided by Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma is the overlord of fourth space. One shall make an entry in the TCV dictionary that Sthapatya miring rod is of synthetic setup of hypercube 1 to hypercube 6. The presiding deity of sixth space is Vishnu, and the Mayor of this Sthapatya miring rod is presided by Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is the presiding deity of a fourth space. Lord Vishnu is the presiding deity of a sixth space. So we are entering a stage when we are reaching from domain to dimension. It is this reach, it is this processing step which shall be comprehended well. One shall have a pause here and take note that in the Vedic mathematics of Ganita Sutras, we begin with the first letter A, sixth vowel, value 6, and our next letter is letter Ka Brahma, presiding deity of fourth space, a value 4. Let us revisit the text of Ganita Sutra 1. A is the first letter, Ka is the second letter, A is the third letter. This is value 6. Ka Brahma gives us a value 4. O gives us value 2. Let us revisit this value. 6 space as domain is accepting 4 space as dimension, and 4 space as domain will accept 2 space as dimension. As such, the text of Ganita Sutra 1 is taking us inward the 6 space domain. It is as if we are entering the sun domain itself. We are reaching Surya with its placement on a east, and we are going within, we are having inward transition, we are reaching inside 6 space domain, and it takes us to 4 space as its dimension. And a step ahead, 4 space will take us to 2 space. Therefore, Vedic mathematics of Ganita Sutras, on the face of it, at its initial features, is taking us to the reach within the sun. Let us now relook the organization of Ganita Sutras. Ganita Sutras are 16 in number. First Ganita Sutra is of 16 letters. We are having 16 letters and we are having 16 sutras. The first letter, A, is sequentially going to be of 16 steps reach, and this reach is inward. It is taking us within the 6 space domain. Let us have a pause here and take note that the mathematics at present, mathematical analysis and the approach to 6 space at present is not taking us inside 6 space domain. Vedic mathematics takes us within 6 space domain in terms of the first letter. Therefore, the first letter of value 6 of 6 space as a 6 space domain, as 6 space body, as hypercube 6, as fourfold manifestation layer, at its initial stage as a first letter becomes the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1. Let us make an entry in our TCV dictionary that first letter O of Ganita Sutra 1 is of value 6. It is the value which as a key, as a structural key, is taking us to 6 space domain, and progressive processing is inward. It takes us within 6 space domain. It is as if we are processing by transcending within the domain of the sun. We are reaching within sun. We are trying to work out what is the mathematics of the happening and of existence phenomenon of the sun. This letter A as the structural key of Sutra 1 takes us as a processing range of 16 steps, and these steps are of the reach within 6 space domain. Letter A, the first letter, let us draw a comparative table. We are at Ganita Sutra 1. This Sutra 1 is a text of 16 letters. These 16 letters, as first letter A becomes the structural key of Eka Adhikain Purvain. A value 6 as 6 space body, as hypercube 6 as fourfold manifestation layer, is the structural key of a reach within. This is going to be a reach within Surya, within sun. We are reaching within a sun as 16 steps parallel to the transcendental code values of the 16 letters of the text of Ganita Sutra 1. Therefore, the Ganita Sutra 1 becomes the source sutra. It is the source sutra. Second feature is each letter preserves the structural keys. Structural keys of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16. The first letter A of value 6 makes the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 as a 6 space domain permitting transcendence within as a processing range of 16 steps parallel to the values of letters A to A of the text of Ganita Sutra 1. The second letter of the text is Ka. It is of value 4. As such, the second letter Ka of value 4 as 4 space as creator's space is preserving the structural key of the Ganita Sutra 2. Ganita Sutra 1 is a text of 16 letters. Ganita Sutra 2 is a text of 28 letters. One may have a pause here and take note that 6 is the first perfect number. 28 is the second perfect number. When we will be coming to the second letter, the mathematics of a second letter of Ganita Sutra 1, when we will be coming to the second letter of the text of Ganita Sutra 1 as of value 4, we will be reaching to Ganita Sutra 2. Ganita Sutra 2 is having 4 space, creator's space as the structural key. Ganita Sutra 2 unfolds itself as a range of 28 steps parallel to the value of 28, the second perfect number, and this structural key will sequentially of Ganita Sutra 1 as of value 6 parallel to 6 space domain of hypercube 6 format preserves the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 itself. The second letter Ka of the text of Ganita Sutra 1 as 4 parallel to 4 space as creator's space preserves the structural key of Ganita Sutra too. Like that, if we chase the TCB values range of the text of Ganita Sutra 1, we will be reaching at a value 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1. It is Eka Adhikain. These are 9 steps. Eka Adhikain is a composition of 9 letters, and these 9 letters are sequentially taking us to values range 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 1. Let us draw a graph. It will be taking us to 6, 4 and 2. At here we will coming to this reach value, and the graph reach value 6, which when projected further will take us to value 8, and from here the end value 1, we will coming to this also. Therefore, the reach within 6 space domain in terms of the structural key value 6 of 6 space domain of hypercube 6 format shall be giving us a values a range of first 9 values as 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, and the further step ahead, the 9 letters range Purven will be sequentially taking us to value here as Eka Adhikain 9 steps long range 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 1. This 9 steps and this 7 steps together as 16 steps long reach in terms of structural key 6 as 6 space domain, transcendence within 6 space domain as of a pair of phases of 9 steps and 7 steps of values range 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, and as a second phase 5, 6, 2, 7, 6, 7, 1 will on the face of it bring us face to face with that the first phase begins with value 6 while the second phase begins with value 5. Here 6 space domain is a reach which at a second phase transits and transforms into 5 space domain. Value 6 gives us organization 2 into 3 while value 5 gives us a value 2 plus 3. We will coming to all these features. We will be working out these features. It is going to be very big range. It is making a very big mathematics. It is giving us a very rich mathematics of which the only first aspect we are covering in terms of structural key, 6th vowel, value 6 as 6 space of 6 space body. This 6 space body as a 6 space domain, as a sun and as a Purusha, human frame. So Purusha and Surya, and it will be, this structural key will be taking us as a transcendence within 6 space. We have to reach within 6 space, and we know this reach is going to be of a creative dimensional order. 4 space plays the role of a dimension. When sequentially we'll reach it, we can see that this dimensional frame 4 space is accepting 5 space as its origin. 5 space plays the role of origin of a 4 space. Therefore, the transcendence within 6 space, transcendence within Surya, transcendence within oneself, within one's own cavity of a heart, is the transcendence which as its first phase remains at a domain. But at a second phase, it transcends within the dimensional frame by transcending at the origin of 6 space itself. It is this phase, it is this reach which will be taking us from Ekadhikain Purvain of 9 steps long range to Purvain to 9 steps long range. We will coming to it as appears on the face of it, as it gives us an initial feeling, intuitive idea, intuitive grips that it is unfolding from within, it is sequentially unfolding from within, and this sequential unfoldment is of such a great nature that the first letter of value 6 becomes the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 itself. The entire Ganita Sutra 1 of 16 steps unfolds as a transcendence process within 6 space domain, and that too of a pair of phases of 9 steps and 7 steps. One can have a pause here and take note that 7 space plays the role of dimension of 9 space. It is this reach when goes to a second step, second letter, then the second letter of value 4, the Ka Brahma, it becomes the structural key of the second sutra. The first letter of Ganita Sutra 1 becomes the structural key for unfolding the entire range of 16 steps of inward transcendence within 6 space domain. And the second letter of Ganita Sutra 1 becomes the structural key of Ganita Sutra 2, which is of 28 letters composition. It is going to be of 28 steps. This 28 value is the TCV value of formulation Brahm. One can have a pause here and take note that the Vedic systems are the systems which work out the entire mathematics from Sun to Brahm. Reach from Surya to Brahm is the reach of the mathematics of Ganita Sutras. One can have a pause here and permit the transcending mind to sit comfortably, and by sitting comfortably and by permitting the transcending mind to be face to face with this phenomena of unfolding process of the text of Ganita Sutras, we will be realizing, we will be visualizing, we will be face to face with the situation that the first letter becomes a structural key of 16 processing steps of transcendence within the Sun. The second letter becomes the structural key of a reach from Surya to Brahm. Reach from Surya to Brahm is the reach for which the modern thinkers, modern philosophers, modern mathematicians, modern scientists shall attend seriously to find it out as that what is missing in their mathematical analysis, what is missing in their comprehension of the solar universe, what is missing in their comprehension of how to have a transcendence from the manifested creations within solar universe to reach at the creator, to reach at the creator's domain, the Brahm domain, to reach at Brahm, to reach from Surya to Brahm is going to be a reach from letters value 6 to value 28. It is this reach will bring us face to face with that 6 as a perfect number with its triple proper divisors, gives us summation value as well as the multiplication value, product value being identical. However, in case of value 28, we are having five proper divisors whose summation value is 28, but the product value is 784. It is this feature which will take us to the domain value as 786, the transcendental number, the enlightenment reach. The enlightenment reach from first letter structural key to second letter structural key is the enlightenment of the domain and a range which will be taking us to 786. Beautiful number, perfect number, transcendental number, a number of inner transcendence whose enlightenment is to be imbibed by the sadhakas, the students of Vedic mathematics, science and technology. Let us, like the modern thinkers, do not remain confined as to what is happening within the sun or what is happening within the light, the prakash, the value 13, the geometry's range of 6 space only. We have to reach a step ahead as to how the geometries of 6 space 13 a number as dimension will be creating a domain 15 which is parallel to the formulation of a tej. We have to go tej within the prakash. We have not to remain confined up till the light. We have to go to light of the light. Light of the light, the tej, reaching from prakash to tej will be giving us a situation which as formulation tej of value 15 and as value of a transcendental reach tej of value 28. We will be coming back to these particular features when we will be working out in detail the reach for the first letter, when we will cover it up as Ganita Sutra 1 as 16 steps of 9 and 7 steps phases, and then the second letter when we will be taking up as a structural key of value 4, and this value when we will be taking us to domain of 28 letters. This composition will be giving us 7, 14, 7. The second letter, Nikhlim Navastacharmam Dashata. Nikhlim Navastacharmam Dashata. This composition, this value, when we will be taking back to the formulation Sapt, which has a simple rendering value 7, and this value is, as TCB value is 14. It is this reach which deserves to be comprehended well by the students of Vedic mathematics to reach at why the modern mind is held up as a situation that hypercircles 1 to 7 increase and hypercircle 8 onwards start decreasing, and it is becoming impossible for the modern mind to come out as to why it is happening. What is wrong with their hypothesis? What is wrong with them Why they are not visualizing that here there is going to be a transition from the linear order to a spatial order. It is here we will be coming back to when we will be reaching at the fourth letter. The first letter value 6, the second letter value 4, the third letter of value 2, but the fourth letter dha is of value 7. When will we be reaching at from 6 space as a domain, as a structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 itself, value 4 Ka Brahma, the structural key of the second sutra, Nikhlim Navasta Charmam Dashata, the third letter of value 2 as a structural key of a Ganita Sutra 3, Udharv Tirigya Pyam, and thereafter when we will be reaching to fourth sutra, Pravartya Yojit, and then when we will be reaching at value 7, then we will be seeing how there is going to be a transition from linear order to spatial order. And then we will be coming back to as to how the line and square within a square, line and square within a square makes this line to be of different structural features than the line outside. Line as a line and line within a surface as a part of, as a composition of, as a format for the points of plane. The spatial points format line and linear points line are two different lines. These are of two different setups. These setups are of common format, but because of the nature of the constituents, because of the nature of the points, because point as a structured point, because it becomes a bindu. We will coming back to this formulation bindu, and when we will be reaching up till the fourth letter. Therefore, students of Vedic mathematics shall sit comfortably and acquaint themselves with the text of Ganita Sutra 1. They should tabulate this text letter wise and then associate values, transcendental code values with these letters, and sequentially when we will be reaching at letters, then we will be reaching at the transcendental code values, and then we will be reaching at the geometric formats, and thereafter when we will be reaching at how the mathematics is going to be worked upon this form. The arithmetic is to be worked out on algebraic formats, and algebra is to be worked out on geometric formats. Geometry is to be worked out on manifestation formats. Manifestations are to be worked out as the transcendence within the light. Then we have to reach Anahat Nad, the sound, and then we will reach the Vedas. This sequential reach is to be comprehended. One is to meditate, one is to sit comfortably, and one is to chase sequentially the text of Ganita Sutras in the sequence and order in which it is composed. Thank you very much.